What we got here back out of the way in part, I guess you could say part two. Part two to what Deku was famous. So we start off as he's in the middle of production to a new movie that's coming up. A new action movie where he's a hero and he has to stop a villain. And so basically it was a villain attack. Let's say All Might and All Form fight happen when he gets the scar, but he'll get the injury. Deku will still save him. But that's what he doesn't really fuck with All Might like that. Because he did fucked up his, Correct, man, how much he injured his parents. Like, he injured them to the point where they had to be in the hospital like 5 years. And I mean, All For One and All Might did that. Because they didn't really, let's just say they didn't care about civilians. Casual G. Well, All Might cared, but still. As Deku's in the middle of production, he's almost done. As he goes, Sashi are there waiting for them to be done so they can go home and so she can cook a nice, good meal for Deku, for being happy for Deku. As Deku's like, he says like a line of, "You start there, villain," or blah blah blah, something stupid. As you hear rumbling, everyone's like, "What is that?" As you just a crash, a crater. You just see two big people, All For One and All Might. And it's just All Might. As All Might, "The choice, man." As this is the final punch. Let's just say this is the final punch. This punch, excuse me. Okay, while they're fighting, Izuku is actually looking for his mom and dad. He's like, "Mom, Dad!" As he sees a building, some rubble on top of him. It's like, "Izuku, where are you?" And he's like, I'm here. And he's like, "Good, you're okay." And he said, "I'm alright, I'm gonna get you out." He's like, make sure All Might gets us. He's like, "No time, he's fighting the villain." As Izuku, he's like, "No, I can't leave you." As he picks up the rubble. He never knows how strong he was until he picked up the rubble. Like, it was still heavy to him, but it was fairly decently light. And he's like, "Wait, what the?" As he tosses it, and they're pretty, they're fucked up. They're not dead. They're not dead. They're just, let's just say they passed out because of all the pain and shit. So he gets them out the building. They're pretty much he calls 911, police and 911 are there as he's helping save the civilians. As how in like games or so how when a person goes into the building, it's on fire and the building is crumbling down and he has a little arm over the head, making sure and trying to save people as much as they can. Mostly superheroes. That's how that is. So he's going to, but they're like, "Kid, wait!" And I said, "No, I gotta go in there." And he's immune to the heat because he's cold-blooded, so he kind of needs the heat. So he actually doesn't really feel it. So it's just the cold is the one that gets to him. He really will die in the cold. Like he will die if he's too cold. No. Unlike Frobby, he doesn't hibernate. He fucking dies if it's too cold. So yeah, and he can swim actually pretty fast. Yeah. Somebody asked me a question: Can he get drunk? I'm gonna say because for the fuck of it, yeah. That's literally the only thing that fucks up his head. So he gets drunk. Should I have it being? Should this be 18? Should I have him be 18? Or should I just keep them, their age as in canon? Y'all pick. As that happens, he goes in the building. He's saving all his coworkers, make sure they're okay. And he's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "You're fine." And he's like, "All right, grab my arm." As they grab it, he breaks him out. He goes back and forth. And he finally gets left. He goes back in there to help All Might. Because All Might needs help. As he's going back in there, as, he hears, "The as All For One is charging up his punch, die as they collide. All Might blew fucking. Honestly, he blew his fucking head off. Like as a cannon, everything happens as a cannon. Yeah. And except for Deku's there, so he helped All Might get out. No, you know what? Let's say he jumped in for off one blow, so All Might is not injured. Why he's in? Because Deku's scales are tough. They're strong in the Kirishima Hardening quirk. They're strong in the Tensu Steel quirk. Well, it's between. Mostly strong in both of them. As he takes a 4 like, I'm not feel that, but still. As off of what the? He gets as in Canada, except for All Might doesn't get injured. And he's like, kid, that was very dangerous. He's like, I don't care. Come on. As they leave. All Might tells him that's very dangerous. I had it. She's like, sure. If I really did hard on myself, then his punch would probably kill you. Let's be real, because I felt that. Normally, I don't feel nothing in my hardening quirk, but I felt that. And that is, no, you would have not survived. As he doesn't hate All Might, but he hates All For One and All Might because he hates All Might because all he cares about is destroying the villain, mostly. Anyways, it's on the news, and the movie has been canceled for the most part. Everybody who was excited for the movie is kind of upset. Not even kind of, they're really upset. As, damn it. If only All For One and All For One wasn't there, or All Might and that villain wasn't there, we could have had a movie. As Ezekiel, he doesn't do no other movies until he finishes that one, because he really wants to finish that one. So he declines other movie offers until that movie offer comes. As for how, he does his singing thing. Over the years, he trains. His quirk, he's not muscular. Well, he's pretty toned. So he doesn't really train his physical body. As I'm just going to say he's 15 now. And I'm just going to say you have to be 18 to go UA. So, over the next 3 years, he did some gigs, did some music, did some modeling gigs. He's on the cover of hottest teens out there and blah, 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 and all that shit. So, he also started, the movie gotten back as everybody's decided as it's even better than before. Because Izuku's really pumped up. So his acting is, oh my god, it's awesome. So, that happens, he make bank. I think you could say he makes modeling plus actor and singer. I guess you can say he makes over 700 million yen a year at most. I mean, 700. That's too rich. Let's make him be. He makes not 100 million yen a year. So yeah, and he lives in a apartment by himself. He actually bought it, so he's the landlord. So he does all the paperwork and all that bullshit. As Jiro, is walking by, she asks her parents, can she move and so she can be close to UA. This apartment complex is literally the closest thing to UA. So she managed to, managed to get the money for her parents. And she's walking to, the apartment complex. As she meets another girl who's also a brown-haired girl. It's fucking Uraraka. She just meets Uraraka. No, it's not a Deku X Uraraka X Jiro. I don't do 2 or more or even harems. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do that. It's not that I can't do it. It's not. No, it's just that I can't do it. It's too confusing to me. Okay. So, And she meets Jiro. I mean, she meets Uraraka. She's like, excuse me. She's like, is Uraraka? I was like, yeah. I'm looking for this apartment complex. And she's like, oh, I'm in too. And she's like, really? Where are they? And she's like, she sees it. The apartment complex is like, 3 stories tall, and there's like 5 to 10. No, there's like 6 buildings there, and the rooms are pretty big. One bedroom's like, let's say, I don't know, y'all can guess. So as they talk more. They tell each other their names. She says, "My name is Jiro. My name is Ochako." They tell each other what the quirk is. Jiro's quirk, I honestly don't know. Ochako is their gravity. They talk, hang out until they, get to the apartment. As they get to the apartment, they're like, whoa. As they go to the landlord, as they ask for a room, as Zuku, no, Zuku's not even there yet. He's actually on his way to the office. As this is a manager. His manager looks like this. His manager, Rose, as, got what she looks like. That's his manager. And here, his current caretaker, you could say. And she's actually a good friend of Inko. Like, they've been friends since they were little. So, she's more of an auntie than a manager. But she's a good people. As, she's like, yes, how may I help you? He changed the apartment complex. It was from, I'm going to use mine, Eagle Bay to, let's call it, Welcome Home, I guess. I don't know. You can name the apartment complex. How he bought it? He really did walk up to the landlord, the owner actually. He gave him a fat stack of 90 mil in cash. Say, I want it. I want it. I own it. Give me the keys. Give him the paper now. And he's like, yes, sir. As he bombing he went from, he said, good luck. As over the years, before they actually closed down, all the, people who used to live there had to move for, a little bit. Deku paid for the hotel rooms. So he rebuilt it, They have elevators now for, they have a swimming pool, 3 swimming pools. They have 2 gyms. They have a game room for the kids, or not even just for the kids. They have a game room. Yeah, he made it better because it was a dump and it was expensive. So he's like, "Fuck no, I'm just gonna buy this up," and he did, and that's what it looks like. Wendigo. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, Wendigo. Okay. As he, Rose turned around saying, yes, how may I help you too? As they're like, we're looking for a room or apartment. And she's like, together? And they're like, no. As, together, 2 people, it's expensive. No, let's say it's cheaper. Well, they asked, okay. They're asked, are they going to the U.S.? They're like, yeah. As they explain how much it's going to cost. It is 298,000. No, 2,988 yen. I guess that's a lot. I'm not sure. $2,899 for a for 2 bedroom, and it's $1,960 for 1 bedroom. It's just like both look at each other like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah. So what would it be? And they both open the money and count how much they have together, separate. Uraraka has like barely like $400, and Jiro barely has like, let's say, $500. It's like, oh wow. Whew. We don't have that much. It's like, I guess I can call the owner of the place and ask him what he can do. Pretty sure he could probably gonna lower everyone's rent anyways. They did just reopen. As, wait, who's the owner? As she's like, he should be coming around in 3, 2, 1. As Zuko opens the door saying, Auntie Rose, I found the perfect amount of cash for these people. And she's like, oh really? What is it? And she's like, and she, turns around as they see Izuku that a jaw drop like, oh, Izuku Midoriya? And she's like, yes, that's me. How may I help you two? And she's like, first, can we get an autograph in the photo? And she's like, sure. And she does that. And they all like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We was looking for in the they can barely talk because they're in front of Izuku Midoriya. She's like, oh, okay. Auntie Rose, how much does it cost? She's like, well, she explains the money, and she's like, oh, well, we was gonna cut that anyway, wasn't we? Yeah, we was. So how much money do you girls have to all together? As to like, we have, I'm gonna say Jiro has 600 and Uraraka has 4, so that'd be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, $1,000. He's like, okay. Since y'all might need food and y'all barely looks like y'all can take care of yourself, I make y'all rent. Just be nice to you. I'll make your rent $600 together. So that means you have to have 2 rooms together. The same room, but it'll be a bedroom, 2-bedroom. And it's like, they look at you like, okay, deal. It's like, cool. Oh, Auntie Rose, cut everybody rent's like $1,000 a month, and they can pay, as long as they pay within a month. I don't care how late it is. Of course, Izuku, and she does her paperwork. She informs everyone with a income, like the little thing they have in school, the income thing, whatever. She notifies all residents that rent is now $1,000. And everybody's like happy and shit. Oh, thank God, we can pay. We can pay. We don't have to worry about eviction or nothing. And Zuko's like, and they all have a key because each, the pool area, the game area, the gym area, they all have keys. So everybody gets 3 sets of keys. Well, 4 sets of keys. And that happens as he's, taking into their room, and she's like asking them a question on what they want to be when they grow up. I say like, well, I want to be heroes. They're like, yeah, Jiro's like, me too. And she's like, cool, what's your quirk? As she explains her quirk, as Uraraka explains her quirk, she's like, boom, powerful quirk. And she's like, what's your quirk? And she's like, I'm not gonna tell you just yet. And she's like, oh, come on. And he, takes into the room. It's a pretty nice room. It's a decent sized kitchen, a decent bath, decent living room, and decent bedrooms. I mean, what more can you do? He's not gonna make it fancy looking. Yeah, it's it's an apartment. They can make it fancy looking themselves. And they begin packing and unpacking their stuff. As they put their posters up. As Jiro put posters of obviously Izuku and her other favorite singers and bands. As Uraraka put a poster of her favorite actor and her model Izuku, of course. And they framed the poster that he signed. They framed it like hell. And they talk. All 3 of them get along. As he's friends with Todoroki, so he comes over from time. No, he also has a place there too. Why not? He also has a place there too. Because Deku, Izuku's like, what, Todoroki, just come over to my apartment. It's coming to the apartment complex. You be here to pay it, And he's like, okay. He's packing stuff and move. Let's just say Endeavor does care, but he doesn't care because he knows it's Izuku Midoriya. Like, he's actually pretty chill with Izuku, but he's still in that bad father vibe. But Todoroki doesn't hate him as much as he does in canon. Yeah. So, as he, Todoroki, walks to the new room. Todoroki just came from swimming in the pool. He's Izuku's best friend, actually. So I'm gonna say he's also a model because why not? That's where he could be a model. So he's also a model. And that happens. So Uraraka is they're talking as he's like, oh, my friend's here. And she's like, oh, okay. As the door opens, as they see Todoroki. They're like, Todoroki? Shoto Todoroki is your best friend? Yeah, we knew each other since we were 5. Yeah. And so like, what is it, Zuku? Oh, these must be the new people. Yeah. That's Ochako and that's Jiro. And she's like, nice to meet you, ladies. As they shake his hands, they're like, oh my god, oh my god. Well, Jiro doesn't really care for him. She doesn't care about Zuko because he's an actor or model. She likes him because of his music. Ochako likes him because he's acting and a model. She's more of the actor and model type girl, and Jiro just likes him for the music. And they all four don't talk a whole day as Todoroki and Deku leave. I was like, well, see you two later. And they close the door. As Deku's like, so, what you think about that Jiro girl? As Todoroki's like, I don't know. Me, personally, I like Momo Yadarose, but it's whatever. And she's like, oh, you did tell me you like her. As Todoroki and Deku has a little, kind of like a brother bond. As Todoroki's like, so, you like the Jiro girl, huh? And he's blushing. He's like, no, Todoroki, I don't. And Todoroki's like, come on, Zuko, I see it. I see it on your face. You can't hide it. And Todoroki's like, fine, yes, I do. But you can't say nothing. And Todoroki's like, no problem, no problem. No problem, Snake Nurse. No problem, Scaly. Or, yeah, Dicky's like, no problem, Icy Hot. Yeah, they had little nicknames for each other. You can, what's Deku? What's a good name for Deku? Good nickname for Deku? I think it'd be like, yeah, Scaly. Scales, as couple weeks gone by. Like I said, Zuko's 18 now, because he has to be 18 to buy an apartment complex. And he's smart, because he knows how to run the apartment complex. He's smart. He knows nobody can fuck over him, because he reads. And, it's UA. They all go to UA. They can, Todoroki got recommendations by Endeavor. So, they don't even go to the entrance exam. They just go to the recommendation exam. As they both pass, I'm not going to explain it because I don't even know what that is. As let's cut to Jiro and Uraraka. As they both, high five each other saying, I can't wait to these. Yes, they're in the same area. As they do separate points. But when they meet up, they pretty much train with each other. So their teamwork is in sync. And, pretty sure robots, as they both got around 90 to 89 points. 0 point cons. Rubble gets stuck underneath them as they scream at help as since Deku has, his sensing, vibration sensing is on point. He can feel the vibration of the 0 point. He's like, something's wrong. As he can feel he could tell, he can pinpoint people by the vibration. And he's like, that's what Rocky and Jiro. As Koko's like, you better go. As, cause let's say Deku's faster. I mean, not faster than either, just faster than Todoroki. And Deku's like, right. As he starts running, slowly becoming, the snake. As he's getting bigger, as he's slithering. As he's going fast as he can. He's like, I can't get there faster. As he's going as fast as he can. As he gets there, they're born by the crush him as he goes inside a little, dome and protect them from, getting hurt. As 0 point goes through it. As he got like cuts and deep cuts too, because it's a 0 pointer. He's gonna get hurt. Plot basically. As he's hurt. He's like, as who are you? As just stay calm, please. It hurts. As oh, I'm sorry. We're sorry. As 0 point, he goes through it, and he's on dome. Like, as he, transformed back into his old self. He's like, oh, that hurts. As he gets, there's, metal shit stuck in his back. That hurts. As everybody's in shock. Izuku Midoriya, the famous actor, model, and singer is in UA. And he just protected those kids? Is there anything this boy can't do? As all the girls and boys are screaming, saying, "Yes, Hoka Midoriya!" He's like, oh, he gives him like a nice fist smile. He's like, "Yay, hey." And as all the girls like pass, like, oh, as you know, and they're like, he just waved at me. As 0 Point is still there, and he's like, oh, fuck. And he starts to grow. He gets into the little snake form. You know, his claws sharpen. His claws are sharper than steel. He can cut through steel like his butter. So yeah. And he shreds that shit to shreds. And yeah, he shreds that shit to shreds. If an explosion happens, he picks them up and takes him to your recover girl. She's like, young boy. He's like, young man, do you not need help? He's like, I have a very powerful healing venom. What? Venom? You can heal people with that? And he's like, yeah, hold on. As he takes a container, spits out a pink substance, which is his healing venom. Paralyzing venom looks like yellow. Venom looks like green with hints of purple. As he's like, there. And he's like, how do I know it worked? As he's like, ugh. As he pours on his back, as he's beginning to his tail, he's like, I didn't really have to do that. I could just inject my own venom to myself, but I just had to show you that it works. And she's like, oh, interesting. As he, heals, he doesn't heal, he heals them. And he's like, well, I'm done for today. As, he told Ricky, he's like, Izuku, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. As you want to go home? Oh, y'all guys want to go home? And he's like, yeah, sure. As everybody's like, wait, what? What? Yes, Recover's like, what do you mean? They live in an apartment complex that I own. All three of them? Yeah. And excuse us. As they entered the car. As a car pulled up, and it's Aunt Roseville. As Jake's like, oh hey Aunt Roseville. As she's like, hey, you need a ride? And she's like, yeah, my back kind of hurts. Now remember, he has his venom. I'm gonna say his healing venom doesn't work on him like hella good. Because he's immune to venom, he's somewhat immune to his healing venom. So it only heals it only protects him from getting scars and cuts. But if it deal with bones, it take pretty long time. Or deep wounds, it would take a long time. So yeah, his healing venom is broken. Like it can help anything, except for limbs. So, but it doesn't heal him just as fast. Just make him less broken, because he'll kind of be unstoppable. He is the king of snakes. As he goes home, and as they enter his apartment, and let's say 1-bedroom apartment, obviously. He has, that's a 2-bedroom apartment. The one room is dedicated to his snakes. As he goes in there, as they like, what the? Todoroki just goes on the couch, sit there, and just puts on the show he always watch. And it's like, wait, what the? And Todoroki's like, what? You just do that often? Actually, yeah. He comes to my place, I go to his place so much, we just have a spare key for each other's house. So y'all just go into each other's houses? Pretty much, and just sit there? Pretty much. And he's like, yo, Todoroki, you want the usual? And he's like, yeah, sure. And she passed him a nice cold glass of, what you call it? A glass of soda, Coke, you know what I'm saying? And Todoroki's like, thanks. And she drinks it. And I said, what is happening? And he looks like, you want something to drink too, girls? And she's like, Uraraka's like, I take a water. And Jiro's like, I'll take a lemonade if you have any. And she's like, oh, actually you have the last lemonade. There you go. And he goes in the room because he has a freezer, obviously. It's dedicated to his rodents. So, as he takes, rats, actually just rats. I don't see no point. As he unthaws them, and it's like, what is that? It's like, oh, I'm feeding my pets. You're hungry. They haven't eaten like half a day, and they get angry at y'all, at people, if they don't eat. And it's like, wait, pets? Yeah, you want to see? I said, like, yeah. As he had a python in there, in the back of, in front of window. He's like, what the hell? That's not a pet. That's not a pet. He's like, look, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 snakes and two tegus. He likes tegus, so he has 2 of them. As he feeds them, as they all, you know, they all act like dogs around him, so they wag their tail a lot. But when, Uraraka and Jiro asks, can we pet them? He's like, if you want your bite, if you want your hand to get cut off, biting off, go right ahead. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, they're not too good with strangers. Well, except for my mom and dad, and Todoroki. As Todoroki walks in saying, what? As, one of these snakes, let's say it's a red snake with little white and white snake. As he jumps onto his, shoulder, licking him, and he's like, oh, what's up? What's up, Violet? Something. As Violet goes back in the cage, she just snaps. She's the sleepy one. There's a lot of them who sleeps a lot. They're lazy too. One of the Tegus sleeps a lot lately. As they just hang there, talk. As they get to UA, the day of UA is, obviously Deku gets there early. They all get there early because Deku's an early bird, and Todoroki is too. So they get up early. They get there. They talk. Momo walks in. Todoroki kind of gets a slight blush, but he pretends like nothing happens. Deku's like, gonna make you move. As Todoroki's like, shut up, Izuku. As he talks. They talk. Momo talks now. Ilu comes in. They talk. Everyone comes constantly. Everyone comes in. Keno's in there. To be honest with you. Shinso in there. And Monomo's in there. Because they had 3 extra room. So Monomo's not going to be a dick. Yeah, he's not going to be a dick. Because he's in class 1A. They all talk. They get, getting used to each other, Just that Bakugo's a fucking egotistic motherfucker. He's the same Bakugo, but worse. As Mr. Kirk is just get your ass in the locker room, change your ass outside. So that's where we're gonna leave it off. With hope you guys enjoyed. This is gonna be a new what if. What if Deku was trained by 2 sins? If you can guess what those 2 sins are, you're a god. You're a goat. So yeah. See ya. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.